On the last video that I shot, you saw me putting insulation up all down the side of the building here. And let me tell you something, it makes a difference. I would be putting that stuff up in the back of the truck, and I'd be walking under a section that hadn't been done, and I could feel the heat coming at me as though my head were in an oven. And just by walking under one of these sheets, it would get cooler. That heat blasting at me wouldn't be there. So these things are doing a good job. So I now have insulation from here to the back wall and all across the back wall. Now there is a little slit just about the width of a piece of this stuff, and I've got laying on the ground back there all kind of broken pieces, sort of like these broken pieces against the wall, that are not good for anything except that. And I've got these pieces which are long enough to reach on either side of these pieces. And this piece I just put up back here is the last big sheet I have of this stuff. So I'll need two more for here, and then I can start with these and start filling up the rest with these till I run out. I don't know if I'll have enough to get very far. If I could do two, that would be great. If I could do three, that would be great. But we're just going to do as many as we can as we go along. I've got my coat hanger wire up here on top of the truck. I've got my coffee cup, which I am going to put on top of the truck so it's I can have a little taste of coffee as I go along. And I've got my strap connected on this end so that I can connect the strap each section as I go along. And I've got a flat tire. Oddly enough, I backed the truck in here today and the tire went flat, and I went to fill it and the valve stem broke off, and I stuck the piece that was inside the valve stem back inside of it, and it's actually still holding a little bit of air, but that's something I will have to address too. But I'm going to focus on this first. If I can get all of this insulation up and then get all of the insulation that's on the ground stuck in all the cracks as far as it goes, then that will be a huge accomplishment and a huge benefit to me to be having enough cool air stay in this building to make it a place where I can do some stuff in here, including, you know, Robert has his legs and he's learning to walk now, and at some point he's going to want to dance, and this was his dancing area. Him and Honey Babe used to dance in here, so having this be insulated and cooled for them is going to be a huge benefit for them too. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's see how much I can get done. Thank you, Lord, for this wonderful day that you've given me, and for the blessings of having all of this stuff to work with. You have been better to me than I ever deserved. I praise you. I praise your name. And I pray for people who need you today and every day. Well, it took me more than I thought it would. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like it's going to take at least 3 more. That's going to be 9. But that's going to finish off 1 stack. So I may get this one and this one done. Section done. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 8 more pieces of this, and then I've got a 9th piece that's broke half in 2. Now the other day when I was putting up this wallpaper, I bought some tape to tape that wallpaper. So what I'll do is I'll take the broken piece and I'll tape it together as the final piece, and that'll give me 9 pieces, which will give me 1 more section of this. Now I'm gonna need to move the truck forward. I don't want to open the door because the heat is out there. If I can move this 1 more, far enough to get 1 more section, if I have to, I'll climb on top of the truck to do the last little bit. Then I can change the tire on this truck. Actually, I'm not going to change the tire. What I'm going to do is, it's got a broken valve stem. I've seen on YouTube where guys have inserted a valve stem into a wheel without taking the tire off. So I know that's possible. I'll go on YouTube and look at that and see if I can do it. So I'm going to cut y'all off for now and get everything set up, and I'll be back to finish this job off. And then we'll go back to the house and feed the pups and think about what to do after that. Love y'all. Appreciate you, and thanks for watching.